Welcome, friends, to the side of the 2022 Dotem, presented by Michelob Ultra and our friends at Family Golf and Munganess St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota. We're going to take you through a tour of our favorite holes on the property, and we're going to start off, Iggy, with number one, which is presented to you this year by Rosalita's Cantina. Oh my goodness, the Cadillac fajitas, they will pawn your hole. Iggy, tell the audience what they can expect on number one here at Normandie for the 2022 Michelob Ultra presentation of the Dotem.
Well, Tim, the tees are up now. Earlier in the year, the tees were back to get this tee box nice and green.
Yeah.
When the tees are back, I could probably have 3 tacos and 2 margaritas by the time I get to the green from Rosalita's, because it's a par 5 for me. But today tees are up, and what you want to do is hit this ball on the left side, hit that downhill slope, and you got a wedge into this green.
Yeah, it's a speed slot. Like many of the greens here at Normandy, it can be swift, would be difficult to be above the hole, so try to keep the ball below the hole, and you can get a very good start to your round with a birdie, and you're going to have to go low if you want that championship trophy next week at the Dotem. Rosalita's Cantina, the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. TMA listeners know to get their fiesta on at Rosalita's. Stop in for the most delicious house and specialty margaritas and an amazing menu full of classic Mexican dishes at Rosalita's Cantina, sponsor of the number one hole at the Dotem. Well, hello friends, and welcome to the par 3, number 3 at the Michelob Ultra Dotem. And I'm joined right here by the great PlowHawk, who is looking like he's going to bring out a big club for this 180-yard downhill par 3. PlowHawk, your thought process behind the 3-wood?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself a bomber.
Right.
So this one you can kind of 180. I could play a little 8-iron and lay it up right before the crease.
Yeah.
But I feel like for this fun little round, I'm just going to try to bomb speed, do a little left to right.
Right.
Maybe have about a 20-footer.
Yeah, and then maybe let that ball trundle on down toward the pin. You have an option of laying up, or you can attack it. The PlowHawk is going to attack it with a 3-wood. Pin position up front to the right today, maybe about 7 paces off the front, and then it looks like about 12 paces off the right. This is going to be a difficult hole. On this one at the Dotem, I'd take the par and move on, but if you can get a birdie, you'll be picking up a stroke on the field. It's brought to you by Heitkamp Masonry. Heitkamp Masonry, timeless craftsmanship for tomorrow's landmarks. Well, hello friends, and welcome to the storied 5th hole at Normandie Golf Course, where we will have the 2022 Michelob Ultra Dotem Golf Tournament on May 19th and May 20th. And Iggy, this is where I will be positioned, just gently hitting, might be a sand wedge in from about 145 out to a downhill, really tumultuous green. I'll be intrigued to see where they position the pin today. It's up front for the players. Your thoughts on this golf hole?
Tim, it's usually a 6-iron for me because the pin is usually back. And if the pin is up and you're long, forget about it.
Yeah, shut her down.
You're putting and it's off the green. So it could be anywhere from a 9-iron to Tim, but maybe a 7-iron if the pin is back and the Hawk is into it.
Yeah, the Hawk.
Today it's up. The Hawk is helping a little bit. I'm going to hit a 7-iron. Tim's probably going to hit 8. But we'll see. Tim will be hitting his shots here, and I'll be putting on this hole. So
that's right, right next to the pissing tree.
Yeah, you can see the pissing tree
down there. Yeah, that is called the pissing tree.
Sitting there, and
it's a Shel Silverstein book, if I'm not mistaken. This hole is brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the world's least famous Irish whiskey. Tullamore Dew, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc. Well, hello friends, and welcome to number 7, par 5 here at Normandie Golf Course, home of the 2022 Michelob Ultra Dotem. I am joined by the great ball striker, Darren Peoria Plowboy Atkins. And PlowHawk, this hole is brought to you by Randy Carricker and Michelle Smallman every day on 101 ESPN from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. They're only on 101. They're not on HD2, not to make it competitive. PlowHawk, tell me about this par 5. This is a hole that is difficult for a lot of players to reach into, but it's one that you oftentimes do reach into.
Yeah, when you're 132 pounds, I mean, this is kind of the hole that works for you.
This is your hole, Bill.
This is the scoring hole. So you go driver, a little soft 3-wood,
right,
and then 3-putt.
So
that's really where my head is at. If I get a 7, I'm gold.
Driver off the deck, 3-wood, 3-putt. It's a par 6 for the PlowHawk.
Yes.
It'll be a par 5 for the players at the Dotem. This hole presented by Randy Carricker and Michelle Small. Well, hello friends, and we are coming to a conclusion on the front 9 here on your tour of the Michelob Ultra Dotem's Normandie Golf Course. And Iggy, we are now on the tee box of number 9, and really the players, I think, could really use some guidance here, because when you're standing on this tee box, you might think mistakenly you're going down the right side, which is actually number 2. You want to go toward the left, and the green will be even more left of that. You got to know what you're doing here on number 9, because if you do, you can get a birdie on this one in the scramble.
You see the big tree down there?
Yeah.
Pine, oak, birch, whatever it is.
Nice.
You need to censor yourself.
You can actually go right at that tree, and if you go a little right of that, you've still got a wide open shot to the green.
Wow.
The green is up there, but if you go straight and you go a little left, you got tree troubles, brother. So anything right on this hole is doable.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're pointing the players down the wrong fairway here, because we are going to be hitting,
like I said,
on number 9,
Is that
which
bit?
is what I think
Was that bit?
Are we doing sketches or are we doing bits? Or are we just losing our shit?
like I said, well, I was the wrong way with the camera.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That tree down there, anything right, you're gonna have a wide open shot. If you go left and you think you're right at the green, you got tree trouble, brother. So you're actually better off in the right rough
take
than
2.
in the left part of the fairway.
Nice. Well, that's great instruction. So pay attention to the second part of our guide here. This hole brought to you by Steve Souter, Souter Appraisal, for quality real estate appraisals and excellent service. Call Souter, 314-954-7900, Souter Appraisal. Well, hello friends, and welcome to the back 9 at Normandie for the Michelob Ultra presentation of the 2022 Dotem. And joining me right now is Ken Iggy Strode for our preview of the 10th hole here. Iggy, a very difficult stretch of golf holes at Normandie. If you can birdie this, you are picking up a stroke on the field. This one is presented to you by Andrea Steakhouse. I know it's one of your favorites.
I'll be using Andrea's tonight. I'm gonna grill up some burgers. I'm gonna put a little Andrea's on.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Some baked beans. I'll put a little Andrea's in my baked beans as
Oh,
well.
oh.
I can't wait to get done and go eat.
Right.
Jackson's coming off back-to-back birdies. If he can make it 3 in a row on this hole, I play this as a par 5. I hit a drive, I lay up short of the creek, hopefully get up and 2-putt for 5. I can't get on this hole in 2. Tim will probably have driver 7-iron. I'll hit driver 7-iron, but I'll be short of the creek. That's the way I play it. That's the way Tim will play it.
If you can shape your shots, the ball flight on this one would be right to left, and then you're going to get some run, and then it can be an easy golf hole. But otherwise, a lot of trouble, both left and right. And then you got the creek protecting the green, and then the cemetery should you go long. It's the 10th hole at Normandie. This one presented by Andrea's Steakhouse. The savory touch, it's in the cooking. Visit Andrea's Steakhouse. All right, welcome to number 11 of the Michelob Ultra Dotem, and I am joined by Action Jackson, and this hole is a challenging one. Jackson, it's presented by Muggsy Jeans.
Yeah, this might be the hardest hole on the entire course. If you ask me for my money, you can't really take driver because you're going to enter that creek into play. So you have to take a long iron, possibly a wood, and then once you can even get as close to the edge. You're still going to have a long iron at best 7 in to a 2-tiered green uphill. It's a really tough hole. Making par here is just fine. If you can make par in a scramble and walk away, that's a victory.
It's presented by Muggsy Jeans, number 11 at the Dotem. Free your balls once and for all with the most comfortable jeans on the planet Earth at Muggsy.com and use promo code TMA for 10% off your entire order. Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Michelob Ultra presentation of the Dotem. We are at the 12th hole where Big Al got a hole-in-one with a driver. It plays about 123 yards. With me right now, the PlowHawk, and this is going to be where you are stationed. It's presented by Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategy.
And I love it because he's bringing snacks. So,
yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be situated right here in my comfort zone. Chilling with Mark Hanna. Jackson knows he's the best.
Best in the business.
Bringing me a bunch of snacks, and this is a scoring hole, even for the worst of players in this tournament. Wide green. I don't know if I would do the Big Al driver to tree to hole-in-one,
Right.
but I think a 3-wood is acceptable for most of our
3-wood
players.
is the play.
Yeah.
It is Mark Hanna, Evergreen Wealth Strategies, the sponsor of number 12 at the Dotem. You'll be on track with Evergreen Wealth Strategies' straightforward and easy approach to financial planning. Welcome to the Dotem, presented by Michelob Ultra. We are number 14 here, uphill, presented by the Courtney Show on 106.5, The Arch. And Iggy, this is a tester because, again, if you don't know what you're doing, you could run into trouble. This fairway slopes hard right to left.
It does, Tim, and if you put it up the left side and think you hit a good shot, you could be in the weeds.
Now you could be in the weeds.
You got to play right to left. If you hit a good shot right to left, a mid-iron into this green for most people. Me, a good drive, probably a 3-wood. There's nothing in front of the green, so just give it a whack, but you want to keep it right on this hole, not left.
There There it is. Hole number 14 here at Normandie. This one presented by The Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch. Well, welcome back to the Dotem, presented by Michelob Ultra 2022 and PlowHawk. We are at the very gettable par 5 15th. I expect some eagles on this hole, certainly some birdies. If your pairing is going to compete for the championship, an eagle is a must on this golf hole.
I'm worried I'm going to fly it over.
Yeah,
I'm
off the
thinking
tee.
about doing 8-iron off here, but you know, you can't see it, so maybe a little bit more fairway to work with. Ryan Kelly's going to get his money work. We're going to see a lot of players shoot very high numbers here, I have a feeling.
Well, it's the home loan expert. He is the sponsor of the par 5 15th for the Dotem this year. Ryan Kelly is online at thehomeloanexpert.com. If you want to get refinanced or if you want to get pre-approved, work with our title sponsor and the sponsor of number 15 here at Normandie, and that is Ryan Kelly online at thehomeloanexpert.com. Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Michelob Ultra Dotem Preview here. I am joined by Ken Strode, who is an expert here on number 16. He has closed out many a match in the Fan Page Club Championship right here at number 16. And Iggy, it's kind of what you see, what you get. This one is going to be presented to you by Hubbard Radio. A lot of the Hubbard staff will be here for the players on Thursday, May 19th, and Friday, May 20th for the Dotem. Iggy, it's a par 3 today, playing about 119.
What you see is what you get.
Wow.
You see, I will always hit a 9-iron in this hole. It's usually between 119, 122. It's a 9-iron for me. I very rarely miss the green on this hole. I don't know what it is about this hole. I'm always on the green. And it's a Hubbard hole. So this could be a hole in one because I love Hubbard.
Oh my gosh.
I love this hole.
Oh my gosh.
And
well,
I love
Iggy's
Tim.
going to ace. Oh my gosh.
So darling.
It is darling. You're exactly right, Jackson. This is Hubbard Radio's sponsorship of number 16 at the Michelob Ultra Dotem. Well, here it is, the storied 18th hole at Normandie for the Michelob Ultra 2022 Dotem in action. Jackson, this one is presented by Marco Bertarelli and Bertarelli Cutlery, our longest running sponsor going back to 2007 on TMA. And this one's challenging today, 222-yard par 3. Jackson, why don't you take the players through this storied golf hole?
Well, just like at Bertarelli Cutlery, you're going to want to cut this ball. You want to take it right to the road, not too close, or otherwise liability comes into play.
Sure does. It's where James Carlton comes into play.
Yes, sir. And so you want to take it to the street and just chop, cheeky it off to the right. Let it trundle down the right-hand side. Right is trouble, left is a lot of trouble. This is a hard golf hole. It plays long, but if you hit it right down Main Street, if you play a little cut, you're going to be in really good shape to make birdie or pars just fine on this hole.
Yeah, you pick up a birdie, you're probably picking up at least a stroke on the field, if not two. Very difficult golf hole, even in a scramble. The 18th of the Dotem, presented by Bertarelli Cutlery.